Our final presenter today will be Dr. Moosavi. I will introduce him in just a moment. Following Dr. Moosavi's presentation, we will take your questions, and it'll be probably about 45 to 50 minutes to have actual real dialogue discussion here based upon your questions. So let me introduce Dr. Moosavi. Dr. Kazim Mesbah Moosavi is a graduate of Almiya Seminary in the city of Qom in Iran with more than 25 years of study and research. He's a professor of philosophy, theology, and jurisprudence at the Almiya Seminary of Qom and in different other universities. He has a PhD in philosophy from McGill University in Montreal, and he's author of some published and non-published books and articles, including a series of essays in psychology of happiness, the ingredients of happiness according to the modern psychology and Islam, the controversial issue of stoning in the Bible and the Quran, presuppositions of dialogue with others, interaction of religion and culture, and many, many more learned papers, too many to list here. So would you please give a warm welcome to Dr. Moosavi. Thank you, Michelle.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful. First of all, I would like to express my thanks to York University and to the Department of Human Rights for inviting me here today in this panel. In this panel today, my colleague Rabbi Mr. Stroh from Jewish community and Reverend Dr. Hamilton from United Church were speaking about the Bible, the Old and New Testaments, and I'm in charge of speaking about Quran and Islam. If we want to know a religion, we must differentiate between religion itself and those who affiliate themselves with that religion, because there is always a possibility of misinterpretation, misquoting, or this possibility of a religion to be used for personal or political interests. So always try to differentiate between religion and those who affiliate themselves with that religion. Now, let me briefly explain about Islam in a few points. First of all, Islam is a part of Abrahamic religion. Judaism, Christianity, and Islam are three major religions who shares many of their principles, many of their teachings. This is why there are many commonalities between the three religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. 2. Islam means submission to God, the creator of the sun, the creator of the moon, the creator of the universe. So, God of Islam is the same as the God of Christianity and Judaism. Number 3. Those who know, the background of the theological and philosophical issue, they know my points have something with regard to those articles or books that have been written in this regard. Number 3. God of Islam is a compassionate Lord, a merciful Lord, whose mercy and love is much profound and much more deeper than mother toward her children. How much a mother loves her child? God's love and mercy is much profound than mother toward her children. This is why almost in every single chapter of Quran, we have this statement in Arabic, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of God, the compassionate and merciful. It is recommended for every Muslim, if you want to do something, if you want to say something, if we are going to plan something, to begin with this statement, in the name of God, the compassionate and merciful, meaning that my plan, my design, my action, my word must reflect God's compassion on the earth. And compassion and mercy is the philosophy of our creation. If you ask your Lord, why you have created me, my Lord, what do you want from me? The Holy Quran in chapter 11, verse 119 says, إِلَّا مَنْ رَحِمَ رَبُّكَ وَلِذَلِكَ خَلَقَهُمْ. The philosophy of recreation is to be exposed to my mercy. So God has created you and me to expose us to His mercy. That's why mercy and love and kindness is the inherent spirit of Islam in all laws and principles. Number 4. According to Islam, although we have responsibility before God to accept all His messengers, but we have social freedom. Whether you want to be Jewish, Christian, Muslim, even you want to be an atheist. The Holy Quran 14 centuries ago has acknowledged this freedom for you. It says, La ikraha fi din, in chapter 2, verse 256. La ikraha fi din, there is no compulsion in choosing a religion. Yes, we do have religious responsibility, but socially we have this freedom. It means that no one can hold a gun here and say, you must be a Muslim, you must be Jewish, you must be a Christian. No, you have social freedom. What does it mean? It means that our loyalty to our faith requires of us to be tolerant of other people of other faiths. If in the Quran this tolerance has been acknowledged, it means that if I'm going to be a good Muslim, I must be tolerant of other people who are following different faiths. So no one can hurt anyone because of their religious beliefs. Number 5. According to Imam Ali, one of the most important tenets of Islam, and according to Shia Islam, the most important tenet of Islam after Prophet Muhammad, Imam Ali says, all people are from one of these two categories. Either they are your brother and sister in faith, you're Muslims, they are Muslim, you're Jewish, they are Jewish, you're Christian, they are Christian, you're Buddhist, they are Buddhist. All people are similar to you in creation. It means that there is no similarity, no commonalities. Their perspective is different, their religions are different, their culture, their color, everything is different from you. But we have something in common. All of you are human beings. You must treat each other on the basis of humanity. And let me tell you one story here, that when we had a big conference, maybe, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, maybe Mr. Smith knows better. We had in our center dialogue between Judaism and Islam, and maybe we had over than 200 Jews in our center. When it was my turn to speak about Islam, I said, the equality and justice that I'm talking about, or Islam is talking about, you can understand by this story. When Imam Ali was in power, I'm talking about 14 centuries ago, and the book of Imam Ali, I have it here on the table, and I can show it to friends if they want. He says, in one of his sermons, maybe sermon 27, when he heard that one Jewish lady's jewelry has been taken by force by a Muslim. So one Muslim entered into the house of one of the Jewish lady, and maybe he has said, she is Jewish, and I'm Muslim, and live in Islamic State. Who cares if I just take away her jewelry? Imam Ali said, when he heard this news that a Jewish lady's jewelry has been taken by force, Imam Ali said, it is befitting that any Muslim who hears this horrible news die, and not to live longer. Could you believe it? If a Jewish lady, a Christian lady, a lady of any faith, any human being in the world, in the entire world, if anyone is subject to oppression, then it is befitting that we die and not to hear such horrible news. According to Holy Quran, Justice is the philosophy of revelation. There's a verse in the Quran in chapter 57, verse 25. It says, إِنَّا أَرْسَلْنَا رُسُلَنَا بِالْبَيِّنَاتِ وَأَنزَلْنَا مَعَهُمُ الْكِتَابَ وَالْمِيزَانَ لِيَقُومَ النَّاسُ بِالْقِسْطِ. We have sent our messengers and we have given them book and balance in order that people establish social justice. So why God has sent Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad? One of the fundamental reasons for this revelation is to bring and to prepare ground for social justice. That's why justice and equality is the inherent spirit of Islam and all revelations. According to Quran, the value of one single human being is equal to all humanity. There's a verse in the Quran, chapter 5, verse 32. It says, مَنْ قَتَلَ نَفْسًا فَكَأَنَّمَا قَتَلَ النَّاسَ جَمِيعًا وَمَنْ أَحْيَا نَفْسًا فَكَأَنَّمَا أَحْيَا النَّاسَ جَمِيعًا. Whoever kills one single person is like he has killed all human beings. Is it in somewhere in England? Is it in the USA? Is it in Africa? Is it in Pakistan? Doesn't matter. If one single human being is being killed, it's like all human beings has been killed. فَمَنْ أَحْيَا نَفْسًا. Quran continues to say, if anyone gives life to one person, it's like giving life to all human beings. So the value of one human being, according to all the Quran, is equal to all human beings. Number 7. Scriptures are sometimes being used to justify violence, and that's the main discussion of our today. When the scriptures are going to be used for violence, when it's being taken out of the context, as my colleague Rabbi Storr and also Dr. Hamilton mentioned about it. And this is common with regard to all scriptures, whether Quran, whether the Bible, the Old Testament, or the New Testament. Just to give you example. In Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 7 to 11 says, if your beloved wife, your brother, your mother, your friend seduce you to worship God different from you, you must not have pity on him. You must kill him. You must stone him to death. So if it takes out of the context, what would happen? Even people of one faith cannot tolerate each other. Even the people of one faith, because not everyone is worshiping the same God. As Rabbi said, scriptures are not newspaper. Just take it in your hand and just try to translate it. No, it is not the case. If we don't learn to tolerate people of different faith, we cannot tolerate people of our own faith either. To give you one concrete example. In August 24 and 25, 1572, in Paris, the Catholic French decided to kill all Protestants. They said, okay, they are different from us, they got different God, so they have different faith, we have to kill them. In one night, the French Catholics just killed 10,000 Protestants, and over a week, they killed more than 100,000 of Protestants in such a way that blood were everywhere, and the corpses were everywhere. It is written in the history, and you can look at the title of Bartholomew's Day in French. So for several months, no one has eaten fish because of so many corpses falling into the river. Now I want to conclude. All scriptures are the holy books to promote peace, love, harmony, justice. There is no single scripture to promote hurting or killing other people. There is no single verse in the Quran. I had lectured somewhere, and there were some people, sometimes Muslim people are coming to me and say, "You are too liberal, and you're talking about Imam Ali, who was so annoyed and so upset by a Jewish lady's jewelry has been taken by force. And I guess you don't see the verses of the Quran when it's talking about killing." And they show me chapter 22 in the Quran, Surah Baqarah. I asked the guy, "Do you have the Quran with you?" "Yes, I do, Imam." He took his Quran and said, "Look," he said, فَاقْتُلُوهُمْ حَيْثَ ثَقِفْتُمُوهُمْ. Whenever you see them, you can kill. I said, "What?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Do you know Arabic?" He said, "Yes, I know. I'm coming from Arabic background. I'm coming from Saudi Arabia." Okay, I said, "Okay, so you are Arab, you know Quran." After translation may be better than others, although the exegesis maybe you don't understand. I said, "Could you read before the verse and after the verse? Before and after. Don't take it out of the context and then conclude and put all your hatred in the name of religion. Read before and after." Then he started reading. I wish I had Quran here to read it for you also. It says, "If people, you must make peace with all people. You are not allowed to hurt anyone. But if people start fighting you in the battlefield," in Arabic it says قاتل. I'm sure there are some audience who are Arab speaking probably know. We have the word قاتل and قتل. قاتل means fighting. قات means killing. Quran says فَإِنْ قَاتَلُوكُمْ وَأَخْرَجُوكُمْ مِنْ دِيَارِكُمْ. And if they have started to fight with you, they are attacking you, and you are in battlefield. Okay, so you have right to defend yourself in the battlefield. You are not going to give out, cookies and candies. You give something else. That's a battlefield. Then Quran continues to says, فَأَنِ اعْتَزَلُوكُمْ. If they give up, وَأَلْقَوْا إِلَيْكُمُ السَّلَامَ. They are ready to make peace. They are not going to fight. فَلَا تَعْتَدُوا عَلَيْهِمْ. This is an Arabic verse. I want my those who know Arabic to look at this word. فَلَا تَعْتَدُوا عَلَيْهِمْ. Don't attack them. Don't oppress them. إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُحِبُّ الْمُعْتَدِينَ. God does not like, God hates those who are oppressors. Oppressors whom? Oppressors of unbelievers. God hates those who oppress Christians. God hates who oppress Jews. God hates who oppress Buddhists. إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُحِبُّ الْمُعْتَدِينَ. God does not like those who oppress people or attack people. So if they are not fighting with you, you have no right to hurt them. There's another verse in the Quran. If you want to know more about my point of view, in YouTube I have many videos, and if you put just Mesbah Moosavi or put Imam Ali's speech, you see our channel, Does Islam Promote Violence? And many other topics we have in English may be useful for you, and you see the references. How some people takes out of the context and create so much hatred and hostility among people. There's a verse in the Quran, it very nicely says, لا ينهاكم الله عن الذين لم يقاتلوكم ولم يخرجوكم من دياركم أن تبروا إليهم وتقسطوا إليهم إن الله يحب المقسطين. At the beginning, people thought that the only people who deserve to be treated with humanity, with kindness, with love, with mercy, with charity, are just Muslims. Quran says, no. La yanhaakumullah. God is not prohibiting you. God is not preventing you to do goodness to those who are not Muslims, but they are not in fighting with you. Inna Allah yuhibbul muqsitin. God loves those who are people of justice and kindness and mercy. And my last word. No scriptures are to promote violence, hatred, or killing. But those, that's my very important point, those who try to affiliate Islam with violence, with hatred and killing, these people are echoing what terrorist mentality are going to say. Killing of Osama bin Laden was justice. But don't worry, unfortunately, there are many bin Laden who are going to grow. You have to kill their mentality. Killing themselves is not enough. Terrorism, like other phenomena, needs to be cultivated, needs fertilization, needs watering. This terrorism are alive on the basis of those who are supporting them. Do you know who are supporting them? I'm sorry to say, some media are supporting terrorism. Why? Because when listen, their TV is talking about Islam, this radio, you hear the call for prayer, Allahu Akbar, and then explosion. They say, oh, then Muslims, due to their beliefs, they made another suicide bombing. And I was listening to one of the TV stations myself. The lady who was talking about Islam says there is no fundamentalists and non-fundamentalists in Islam. All Muslims are radicals. We don't have radical and non-radical. Because the nature of the Quran is radical. Because Quran says your loyalty to your faith is to kill non-believers. You kill Jews, you kill Christians, kill others. Imagine if a young student is watching this TV and he would tell himself, really? So Quran says kill them? And go and open one chapter of the Quran and then don't understand, it doesn't read before and after, says, oh, she's right. I have to do my job. I want to say, media are guilty of killing people and guilty of promoting violence and terrorism in this life. And all those who try to accuse of Islam for promoting violence. And if you want to stop terrorism, stop promoting them. In business, they say marketing is more important than the product itself. Terrorists are not worried about, because they say there are some people who spread our word. They will say this to other people. They will say to our young Muslims who are being born and raised in Canada and the US, if you are Muslims, then your Islam, your faith requires you to hate others, which is not the case. Anyway, thank you for your listening, and I hope this kind of dialogue bring more understanding among people. Thank you very much.